Hello, this is Bill Zanetti, and I am here on the MSC Seascape, about to give you a tour of my cabin. Now, it is the holiday season, and this is a regular suite, so they call it a deluxe suite in MSC's Yacht Club section of the ship. So this is cabin 18006. So let's take a look, shall we? Now, we do have a wristband to open the door. I've already deadbolted it, but that would normally, let you in. You have lights that are indicators on the outside of the room. Those are for your cabin stewards, so that they know if somebody is in your room, or if you have the do not disturb sign hit, or you want makeup room or anything like that. If you were to take out your room key, essentially all the lights in the room deactivate. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to put it right back in. Hopefully the key registered that I'm still there. You can kind of see that. So this is a light switch that controls the room lights right off the bat. A couple double taps and it controls everything. First things first, when you walk in your cabin, there are 3 hooks right there. And then you have the actual door, and it gives you an idea of where our cabin is, how to get to the nearest exit, where to go in the alarm. And then we also have this little storage area here. It's a glass shelf. This is very useful, actually. If you want to put things that you don't want in your cabin for your steward to remove. They actually call them butlers over here, but they're basically cabin stewards. Little bit of extra things they can do, but they dress like butlers. They have a nice cover for the peephole, which I found nice. The one problem is that if you have the do not disturb light, this is a very bright blue light, so you might want to bring some like electrical tape to cover that when you're in here if you're worried about how bright things are when you sleep. Now, I will say some people find it annoying that these doors are only slightly magnetic. So you might want to bring some high-powered magnets if you want to put stuff on your doors. Weak magnets are not going to stick to the doors, but like the strong ones and iridium ones, those will be fine. So let's start here. The thermostat. I found that the cabin gets pretty cool. This can be adjusted to an extent. There are actually 2 thermostats in the room. They're linked together. They're both the same. If you raise one, the other one raises. They're just control points. You can kind of hear how it just turned on the air and now I kind of turned it off. Like on most cruise ships, in fact, I think all of them, the controls for your bathroom are outside. So let's go inside the bathroom first. Oh, there's a robe. I already used a robe, so it's kind of hanging here. There are 2 hooks on the inside of the bathroom. And this is a very sizable bathroom for a room on a cruise ship. I have to be honest, this is one of the larger ones. You have your regular seafaring toilet. This is kind of a nice one because you have a lot of room on either side. If you have to spread your legs to go, you're good there. Doesn't smell like anything in here. It's really nice. Regular towels. They set the rooms up for 2 people by default. I'm sure that will change. I don't think you can really put a whole lot more than 2 people in these rooms, but there are essentially 2 single beds that can be pushed together to make a king, and then there's a pull-out sofa in the room. So here is a specialized magnifying mirror that's on the wall. It does not light up, so it's kind of a bummer, but it's nice. There is 1 outlet in the bathroom, and I will tell you that this outlet is garbage because these prongs just aren't wide enough for most American devices. So if you have a European adapter, that might be a little bit better. But I would just avoid using this outlet entirely. Just pretend that there's no outlet in the bathroom. Now we got 2 little spots for your toothbrushes, I guess is what that's designed for. In Yacht Club, you will have liquid soap as well as a bar of soap. I've already unwrapped the bar, so that's nice. The water does get ridiculously hot and really cold. It's actually really nice water quality. That's fine. Sitting on the toilet in this cupboard here, you can find there's a trash can. There's sanitary bags. This is essentially what comes with the room. They have shampoo, conditioner, body wash, body lotion, a shower cap. Well, 2 shower caps actually. Normally there's 2 washcloths here. I guess I must have used one. I had to request a box of tissues, but they do have them on board. These are really low quality tissues. I like Kleenex. Angel Soft will do sometimes, but do not expect anything great. If you have a sensitive nose, bring your own Kleenex on board. Toilet paper was fine, nothing great. Got plenty of toilet paper in the cabin, so you're not going to run out of that. Now let's take a look at the shower. The shower is, honestly, it's one of the nicest showers I've seen on any ship. You have a rainfall head. You have your actual tool, which goes up pretty high. I am 6 feet tall, and you can see that there's plenty of clearance here. Even when the shower is closed, there's a lot of room in this shower. This is just a very comfortable shower for on a ship. There's a ledge down here for you to sit down on. Not the biggest ledge or anything, but that's great if you need to put your foot up there and scrub your legs or whatever. There's a clothesline built into the shower, which is great to put your wet bathing suits up there. So there's a spot for the bar if you are a bar user. And then there's also, in addition to the other shampoos, they have major bottles that are built in here for the shampoos and everything, and a handle so you can get up and everything. Overall, I just think that it's really well done. There's also a fan. This doesn't really turn off, but there's a fan up there. That's what that is. So the other thing is that there are 2 shelves in here, one on the top, one on the bottom. Your cabin steward can rearrange things, again, your butler and everything, but that's nice. And then these are magnetic walls in here, so no issues there. So anyway, let's take a look at the rest of the room. Oof. So first things first, you have a personal Nespresso machine, which is fantastic. And you can see that there's a lot of, little goodies here and everything, so that's really nice. The Pringles, mixed nuts, they're going to give you 2 bottles of sparkling, 2 bottles of spring water. So Aquapana and Pellegrino are the brands that they're using right now. Not sure if it'll stay that way. That's going to be the same in any room. You do have cabinets in the rooms. These are essentially permanently built-in armoires. I had to ask for some extra hangers. I've already taken things out, but they will give you quite a few hangers. I had to ask for a lot because I have a lot of clothes that I bring on. So they'll bring you these little wire hangers and everything, which is fine. Bathrobes have slippers. Supposedly they have larger size slippers. My feet are kind of big. And there's little cubbies at the bottom of this and at the top for shelves. So the lights turn on as you open and close the doors, so they're all automatic lights there. There are a couple more cubbies over here, and that's pretty nice on its own there. You get to choose your newspaper along with your types of pillows. You'll do this beforehand. If you haven't seen a physical newspaper on a cruise ship, they actually print them on the ship. And it's interesting. They use this company called pressreader.com, I guess. And they print them on the ship. So here's the Wall Street Journal. And it's issued specifically for our suite. So kind of a neat little thing. Print quality is not great, but it is a newspaper. The bed, I asked for extra pillows. They brought a lot of extra pillows. That's fantastic. Ignore that bottle of water there. That's not what they serve on board. I brought that myself. So if you like a small bottle of water that's plastic next to the bed, bring that. There are light switches on either side of the bed, but they don't control everything. So I'll give you an idea. This switch is only for this kind of cool light. This switch is for your reading lamp, and then this is the same double click for the entire room. That switch is on both sides. Now, that's perfectly fine, but it also means that this switch is the same, does exactly the same thing. However, there are other switches that can only be controlled by individual switches, so you might find yourself getting up anyway. So as we move around the room, there is this bench thing at the bottom of the bed. So here's what I understand. I'm not going to show you, but in my friend's cabin, who's also sailing, they had their beds separated into two of the, two twins. It only leaves maybe about 5 inches in between. So these don't really separate. They just kind of move it up as far as they can. But it's really designed as a king. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to have a whole lot of distance. But I mean, I guess that's why you have this sofa. Oh, this is not a pull-out sofa? Maybe it's not. I thought that this was a pull-out sofa, but I do not think it is. So I am wrong. This is just an extra little love seat. So this is definitely designed for 2 people. Unless it pulls out on the bottom, which maybe, no, it does not. All right, unless there's something I don't know, that kind of stays there. I have heard of cabin stewards being able to rearrange the beds, moving one bed over here and moving the love seat over there. Did not ask them to do that here. I've heard of butlers being able to move tables around and changing, adding an extra chair or something, but I don't see that. Anyway, that's the bedding situation, so you're familiar. If you've been in my cabin before, you know that I bring some fun little things on my own. I will link the items in the description if you are interested in buying them. Probably will do an affiliate link if I have one for it. This is a little ceiling fan. These are some magnetic hooks, because all of this is magnetic, and then this is suspended with rubber bands. And then this is a extended USB cable. It's USB-A, and it controls down. And there actually is one USB-A outlet next to the bed on MSC, only on one side though. Not USB-C, it's USB-A, and it's only on one side. This light switch is that same master switch for the whole room. But again, it doesn't really control everything in the room. There's some individual things. This is my own box of better quality tissue that I brought on board. I also brought a Fire TV, which works fine as long as you get it set up on a Wi-Fi network or whatnot. So you'd have to bring your own Wi-Fi network and have it all set up, but that's kind of complicated, so I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you could. There's this little counter space here. These things are meant to be glued down. Looks like people have ripped them off over the years. Not sure what's actually supposed to be where. Little keepsake box with nothing in it. Some coral. This is actually the bed runner and the pillows. They're decorative that would go on here. This is how the beds are done for turn down service at night. So your butler does come in to do turn down service in the evening. And that's quite nice because the butlers are pretty good at that. Look at this. They brought some snacks. We got a bottle of Prosecco on ice. There's some boxes of chocolates and things. So this is all the paperwork I've gotten. Ignore my little mess here. This light switch is the annoying one because it controls the lights above this vanity, which is great if you have to get ready for something. And there's a little stool that comes out. But like I said, it's here, and that's the only light. So if you forget to turn it off, then you're kind of screwed. Yacht Club gives you free breakfast. You order the breakfast with one of these. It's not really limited to this menu. If you want to write something in pencil or pen on here and say, hey, can you bring me some scrambled eggs and bacon? They'll make it happen. They really will. If it's something that they can't make happen, they'll do their best to, apologize to you. But generally, they've been really good. But they do stick with those hours, so keep that in mind. You also get pizza delivery, I think, which is probably the best thing on the ship, because their pizza on MSC, if you've never been, this is the best pizza on any vessel that's sailing. So Italian shipping company, so Italian pizza. Sewing kit, laundry service. Laundry service is not included with Yacht Club. You do have to pay for that. From what I was talking with my butler, like they would press one item for free, but that's it. So don't expect that. There is a built-in hair dryer. This is the type of hair dryer that's built in. It does not come out. It is like permanently affixed into this, I guess, a drawer. You have to hold it down to keep it on. It does have a kind of a little attachment. It only has a hot or a cool setting. So there are 2 hot settings and 1 cool setting. That's it. That's the brand. I've never heard of this brand. Basically, ladies, if you want to bring a Dyson, then do that instead. You can bring a hairdryer on board this way. All right, outlets. Let's take a look. This is the important thing, especially for everybody here. You have 2 USB-A outlets, and then these are 2 American plugs. I recommend bringing an adapter so you can get more stuff plugged in. And especially this thing, this actually acts as a replacement power brick for my MacBook Pro. This thing is fantastic. It's great for cruising. The cable just kind of comes out there. Why is it wet over here? That's weird. Anyway, just that's essentially it for the American plugs. Now, if you need more plugs, there are 2 kind of European plugs here. They're kind of a weird style, but if you have a European adapter, you can plug it in there and you'll be fine. So there's that. That's really it for your plugs in the stateroom, though, so keep that in mind. You have this annoying phone thing. It doesn't work half the time when I call somebody because I always get a busy signal. The light kind of stays dim. It doesn't go out completely. So again, if you really don't like the light when you're sleeping, I do recommend to turn it around. So just keep that in mind. There is a mini bar. Everything in the mini bar is included in Yacht Club. So, and they'll stock it with whatever the heck you want for the most part. So you can tell them on your first day what your preferences are. Originally, this came with Coke and Coke Zero and Sprite, and they're all Mexican versions of those because they're in glass. Prefer Diet Coke sometimes. The iced tea is in there. There's a bottle of Heineken in there. It came with that, but I like Red Stripe Jamaican beer. You get 1 Toblerone bar for your entire stay. They will not replace this. It does look pretty good, though. So you also get these still and sparkling San Benedito bottles of water, which I think those are really, really great bottles of water. I had to request the Fanta in there, and then they have like these other juices. There's like an orange juice that they have, the fruta, and a peach juice. And these were quite good too. So I'm just kind of replenishing. The cookies are from room service. The grapes, the fruit basket, that's all something done. Those are some bottles of liquor. I was able to get when we were out in port. They honestly didn't check or care that we were bringing bottles of liquor on board. I don't know if that was just a crazy thing just for Yacht Club or if that's just normal. The remote control for the TV was housed in this cute little container here. So if you're looking for the remote when you come into the room, that's where it is. But I took mine out, and again, I connected a Fire TV to the TV so I can, watch YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that. This is the other Armoire cabinet thingy, so a little bit smaller than the other one in terms of hanging stuff. These things, again, are kind of motion-based lights, so they just turn on when you open it. Not a whole lot. Again, had to ask for some extra hangers. There is a safe in here. I think it's always a good idea to keep your passport in the safe. Not much lighting in this side, though, so there are instructions on how to use the safe. Keep your passport in there. These drawers are all the same, but you get the idea. They open like that. Not the brightest thing there. And there's a cubby on top. I don't know if you saw that. Cubby up there. This cabinet is next to the fridge, and this is where they have the coffee service. And there's tea, Taylor's of Harrogate, MSC, and these are the newer Nespresso pods. So, and then you have ice bucket, a couple of wine glasses, and a couple of regular glasses. And then I think there's like an extra sheet or extra sheets down there. Okay, got some extra cubbies there. I mean, that's pretty much it. The cabin. Oh, there are drawers that are underneath these nightstands on each side, so you can open the drawers. Decent amount of space. There's room underneath the bed to put your suitcases, which I definitely have done. There it is. My unobtainium status with Delta. It is padded back here. This actually becomes a little bit annoying because I'm used to having like a magnetic surface right there, and it's not, so that's a little bit weird, but that's fine. And then I guess I'll show you the balcony, even though it's kind of dark out here. Oh, something of note, they have full blackout curtains in here, so they will go all the way to the end, way beyond. Make sure you push those. A lot of times our cabin steward or butler or cabin attendant didn't pull them all the way, and then it was kind of annoying. There's a light switch here, which I think is meant to light up something outside, but it doesn't appear to do anything. It's nighttime right now. It's very dark out. I don't need to go out there. But there's two tables. There's two chairs, a lawn chair, and kind of a footstool out there. So nothing great. And there are two locks on this. So there's a child lock up here, and then this has to be turned up as well. So if you open that, the air conditioning is supposed to turn off. In my experience, it didn't, but that's what it's supposed to do. And again, you just turn it down, and it makes it cool. So anyway, I think that's the end of this very, very detailed cabin tour of the MSC Seascape Cabin 18006 in Yacht Club. And again, this is a deluxe Yacht Club suite. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's very, very detailed, but thank you for watching all the way through. And please give me a like and a subscribe if you really, really liked it. Ring the bell. And I'll have some links in the comments if you want to buy any of my cool little tools. This fan, by the way, really, really helps keep the room a lot cooler than it would be otherwise. And if you put in the comments that you're interested in learning how to create a Wi-Fi network on a device with you while you go on vacation, let me know. I'll make a video on that. And I also have a video about the TV stations available on the cruise ship itself. So have a great one. Bye-bye.